Talking of embryo, I think it's a very sensitive subject and people are very apprehensive about it.
Yes, yes.
So, while doing PGD, is it safe for the embryo?
See, it depends upon the technical hands,
Okay.
the lab, the temperature and atmosphere, what is maintained at the lab. And another one thing is, not many labs in India, they have a culture lab along with it. See, in PGD, what we do is the embryologist will separate few cells from the embryo, from a particular embryo, which is planned for transfer. And that has to be sent to that genetic culture lab. Those cells will be studied in that particular lab and they'll be giving the report within 2 to 3 weeks. So we'll have to wait for 2 to 3 weeks before we transfer that embryo.
Okay.
So if the embryo biopsy is not done in a proper manner by a not well trained person, or if it is done not in a well equipped lab, at times it may be harmful to that embryo. We may lose that embryo. So it's really very sensitive for the couples, those who have only got 1 or 2 embryos at the end of an IVF procedures. So that is one of the limitation of PGD.
Okay, but I think somebody so skilled like you would be able to identify it. That's the whole idea, right?
Right.
The whole conversation started because of that.
Yes.
Because we see that IVF has failed for so many couples and they always feel that there's no hope anymore
yes.
and things like that. But this is now a new hope for them that PGD can give them a nice offspring. One more thing I would like to ask. Most people who go through all these procedures, they feel that, okay, they may get twins, they may get, but one pregnancy is more than enough, will be their mindset.
Yes.
I don't think they're prepared to have more than
Multiple
one.
pregnancies.
But they will also have a choice. Some people want a girl, some people want a boy. So is that testing allowed or is it done or what is it?
Okay.
Gender.
See, PGD, we do analyze the sex of the child, but it is not legalized in India.
Okay.
We do genetic testing to identify the sex of the baby only for one indication. See, there are certain diseases which are transmitted through the sex carrying genes like X or Y.
Okay.
So in the family history, if there is a particular disorder which is transmitted to that sex carrying gene like an X or a Y, so that particular couple can be subjected for a PGD for identifying the sex of the offspring. So if they have a female baby carrying a disease, if there is a female member carrying the disease in the entire family, so we can identify the gender of that particular embryo. If it is going to be a female, then it is better not to transfer, because again she may also be a carrier. So that is the only indication wherein we identify the sex of the child. Because for that kind of a couples, you can offer a chromosome with boy, so that you may have a male baby and the baby may not be a carrier of the disease. So that is the only indication wherein we identify sex in India in a PGD.
Okay, but it's not revealed to them, right?
No, it is not at all revealed to them.
Okay.